The Grand Canyon, Arizona. U.S. Allocation and Geography. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is located in the northern part of the U.S. state of Arizona, on the Colorado Plateau. It stretches through Grand Canyon National Park, which is one of the most visited and protected natural areas in the United States. Geographical coordinates: approximately 3,606 n. latitude and 11,206 w. longitude. Nearest cities and access points: Flagstaff, Arizona, about 90 minutes from the south rim. Williams, Arizona, known as the gateway to the Grand Canyon, connected by historic Route 66 and the Grand Canyon Railway. Las Vegas, Nevada, about 4 to 5 hours by road to the west rim. Phoenix, Arizona, about 3.5 to 4 hours to the south rim. Physical dimensions: length, approximately 446 kilometers, 277 miles along the course of the Colorado River, with between 6 kilometers, 4 miles at its narrowest and 29 kilometers, 18 miles at its widest. Depth reaches 1,800 meters, 6,000 feet in some areas, making it one of the deepest canyons in the world. The rims of the Grand Canyon. The canyon is usually divided into 3 main rims. South rim, most accessible and most visited part, open year-round. Elevation: 7,000 feet, 2,134 meters. Famous viewpoints: Mava Point, Yavapai Point, Desert View. Watchtower, home to Grand Canyon Village, with hotels, museums, and visitor centers. North rim, higher elevation, approximately 8,000 to 8,500 feet, 2,438 to 2,591 meters. Less crowded, cooler climate, more forested, open seasonally, mid-May to mid-October, due to heavy snow in winter. West rim, located on Wallapai tribal lands. Famous for the Grand Canyon Skywalk, a glass bridge extending over the canyon. Closer to Las Vegas, popular with day trips. The Colorado River. The Colorado River runs through the canyon for 446 kilometers, 277 miles. Average width, 300 feet, 91 meters. Provides water, shapes the canyon through erosion, and supports rafting and wildlife. Surrounding landscape: part of the Colorado Plateau, a vast, uplifted desert region covering parts of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. Features buttes, mesas, cliffs, gorges, and desert plains around the canyon. The combination of elevation and geology creates multiple ecosystems, from arid desert at the bottom to alpine forests on the rims. Historical and cultural background: Grand Canyon, indigenous peoples and ancient history. Grand Canyon has been inhabited for thousands of years and is considered sacred by many Native American tribes. Archaeological evidence shows that humans lived in and around the canyon as far back as 12,000 years ago. The ancestral Pueblones, Anasazi, built dwellings and left behind cliff houses, granaries, and petroglyphs. Other tribes with strong cultural ties include the Havasupai, Hopi, Hualapai, Navajo, Paiute, and Zuni. The Havasupai still live inside the canyon today in Supai Village, one of the most remote communities in the U.S., only accessible by foot, mule, or helicopter. European exploration in 1540. The first Europeans arrived: Spanish explorer Garcia Lopez de Cardenas and his men, part of the Coronado expedition, became the first outsiders to view the canyon. They could not find a way to descend to the Colorado River, and left without fully exploring it. 19th century expeditions. 4 centuries. the canyon remained largely unknown to the outside world until the 1800 South. 1869, Major John Wesley Powell, a Civil War veteran and geologist, led the first successful expedition through the entire length of the Colorado River inside the canyon. His journey revealed the canyon's geological and cultural importance, sparking scientific curiosity and further exploration. Development and conservation. In the late 19th century, railroads expanded access, bringing tourists, miners, and settlers. Mining efforts for copper, uranium, and other minerals took place, but were difficult due to the canyon's rugged terrain. Early conservationists like Theodore Roosevelt championed the protection of the canyon. He called it one of the great sights which every American should see. 1908, President Roosevelt declared it a national monument. 1919, the Grand Canyon officially became Grand Canyon National Park. Modern cultural role. In 1979, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its universal natural value. Today, it remains deeply spiritual for native tribes, a natural laboratory for scientists, and a world icon of natural beauty. It continues to be a symbol of American wilderness, adventure, and geological wonder, geological formation and importance. Grand Canyon. Ancient origins. The Grand Canyon is a geological masterpiece, exposing nearly 2 billion years of Earth's history. The rocks in the canyon walls act like pages in a history book, showing how environments changed over time. Ancient seas, swamps, deserts, and rivers all left their mark. The oldest rocks are the Vishnu schist, formed about 1.7 to 2 billion years ago, at the bottom of the canyon. The youngest rocks near the rim are around 230 million years old, part of the Mesozoic era. Role of the Colorado River. About 5 to 6 million years ago, the Colorado River began carving through the uplifted Colorado Plateau. Over millions of years, the river, combined with erosion from rain, wind, ice, and snowmelt, deepened and widened. The canyon is still being shaped today, as the river and natural forces continue to erode its walls. Geological layers. The Grand Canyon's walls display over 40 major rock layers, each representing a different period of Earth's history. Some of the most important include Vishnu basement rocks, 1.7 to 2 billion years old, dark metamorphic rocks, the oldest exposed. Grand Canyon supergroup, sedimentary rocks from 1.2 billion to 740 million years ago, tilted and eroded. Paleozoic layers, 525 to 270 million years old. Kaibab limestone forms the rim, once an ancient seabed. Coconino sandstone, wind-blown desert sand. Redwall limestone formed in warm, shallow seas. Bright Angel shale, greenish mudstone, full of marine fossils. Each layer is a window into past environments. Coastlines, rivers, deserts stacked like a giant geological timeline. Scientific importance. The Grand Canyon is one of the best places on Earth to study stratigraphy, rock layers, and deep time. Fossils provide evidence of ancient marine life, early plants, and even primitive animals. It helps scientists understand plate tectonics, erosion, and climate changes across geologic history. Global significance. Considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, serves as a natural classroom, studied by geologists, archaeologists, and ecologists worldwide. Symbol of the power of natural forces and the immense age of our planet. Biodiversity. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is not just a geological wonder. It is also a living ecosystem with a wide variety of plants and animals. Its biodiversity is shaped by the canyon's vast elevation range, dramatic changes in climate, and the life-giving presence of the Colorado River. Plant life. The canyon supports more than 1,500 species of plants. From desert cactus to alpine forests, vegetation changes with elevation zones, river and inner canyon desert zone. 2,000 feet, 600 meters, hot, dry conditions with desert plants, Tokaman plants, cacti, mesquite, agape, creosote bush, tamarisk. Middle elevations transition zone. Approximately 4,000 to 6,000 feet, 1,200 to 1,800 meters, mix of grasslands, shrubs, and pinyon juniper, woodlands, trees. Pinyon, pine, juniper, oak. Rim zones. South rim, approximately 7,000 feet / 2,100 meters. North rim, approximately 8,000 feet, 2,400 meters. Cooler, wetter, with dense forests, trees, ponderosa pine, Douglas fir, aspen, spruce. Wildflowers bloom in spring and summer, creating colorful landscapes. Animal life. The canyon is home to more than 500 species of vertebrates, including mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Mammals, approximately 90 species. Large mammals, mule deer, bighorn sheep, elk, mountain lions, coyotes. Small mammals, rock squirrels, very common on trails, ringtails, porcupines, bats. Rare, endangered, the kaibab squirrel found only on the north rim. Birds, approximately 355 species. The Grand Canyon is a major bird migration route. Common birds, ravens, hawks, peregrine, falcons, eagles, canyon, wrens. Special highlight, the California condor, once nearly extinct, has been reintroduced and now soars again above the canyon. Reptiles and amphibians, approximately 60 species. Reptiles, lizards, collared lizard, horned lizard, rattlesnakes, including the unique Grand Canyon pink rattlesnake. Amphibians, frogs and toads, near water sources. Fish, approximately 17 species, most are native to the Colorado River system. Species include humpback chub, razorback sucker, speckled dace. Many are endangered due to river damming and invasive species. Ecological importance. Each ecosystem supports unique interactions between plants, animals, and the harsh desert environment. The Colorado River acts as a lifeline, sustaining wildlife and riparian habitats in an otherwise arid region. Protecting this biodiversity is a key mission of Grand Canyon National Park. Key features and attractions. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is not only vast in size, but also filled with natural landmarks, trails, and unique experiences. Each area of the canyon offers something different for visitors and explorers. Major rims and areas. 1. South rimmed, most visited section. Open year-round. Elevation, approximately 7,000 feet, 2,134 meters. Famous for its iconic viewpoints, including Mather Point, one of the most popular sunrise spots, Yavapai Point, panoramic views, and Geology Museum. Desert View Watchtower, a stone tower built in 1932, offering sweeping views of the canyon and painted desert. Home to Grand Canyon Village, with lodges, visitor centers, museums, and the historic El Tovar Hotel. 2. North Rim. Higher elevation, approximately 8,000 to 8,500 feet / 2,438 to 2,591 meters. Cooler climate, less crowded, and more remote. Seasonal, open mid-May to mid-October. Due to heavy snowfall in winter. Key spots, Bright Angel Point, Cape Royal, Point Imperial, more wilderness feel, with fewer facilities. 3. West Rim, Grand Canyon, west managed by the Wallapai tribe, famous for the skywalk. A glass bridge extending 70 feet, 21 meters over the canyon edge. 4,000 feet, 1,220 meters above the river Dot, closer to Las Vegas, making it popular with day visitors. Trails and hiking. Bright Angel Trail, most popular hiking trail, descending from the South Rim to the Colorado River. South Kaibab Trail, steeper but offers spectacular views. Connects to Phantom Ranch at the bottom. Rim Trail, easier. Follows the canyon rim with multiple viewpoints. North Kaibab Trail, the only maintained trail into the canyon from the North Rim. Rim to Rim Hike, a challenging adventure crossing from North to South Rim, approximately 21 to 24 miles. River Adventures. Colorado River Rafting, multi-day rafting trips take visitors through rapids and calm stretches of the river, surrounded by towering canyon walls. Shorter smooth water rafting tours are available at Priva from the Glen Canyon Dam. Mule rides. Traditional mule rides take visitors down into the canyon, often to Phantom Ranch. The only lodging at the canyon floor offers a historic and unique way to experience the canyon. Stargazing and night sky. The Grand Canyon is designated as a dark sky park, making it one of the best places in the US for stargazing. Visitors can see the Milky Way and countless constellations with incredible clarity. Historic and cultural landmarks. House, 1905. Pueblo-style building showcasing Native American art. Desert View Watchtower, designed by Mary Coulter. Inspired by ancient ancestral Puebloan towers. Grand Canyon Railway runs from Williams, Arizona, to the South Rim. Cultural and symbolic significance. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is more than a spectacular natural landscape. It is also a place of deep cultural meaning, spiritual importance, and national identity. Indigenous spiritual significance for many Native American tribes. The Grand Canyon is a sacred place of origin, ceremony, and storytelling. Havasupai consider the canyon their ancestral homeland and sacred space. Hopi believe the canyon is linked to their spiritual emergence into the present world. Navajo Dine view it as a holy land, connected to their traditions and mythology. The canyon continues to host ceremonial practices, oral traditions, and cultural teachings passed down for generations. American symbolism, often called America's greatest natural wonder, represents wilderness, adventure, and exploration, symbolizing the pioneering spirit of the U.S. featured in early conservation movements led by Theodore Roosevelt, who described it as the one great sight every American should see. Today, it remains an enduring symbol of nature's power and the need to protect natural heritage. Artistic inspiration. The canyon has inspired countless artists, writers, and photographers. 19th century landscape painters like Thomas Moran helped popularize its beauty. Modern photographers such as Ansel Adams created iconic black and white images of the canyon. Writers, poets, and filmmakers used the canyon as a metaphor for time, vastness, and the human spirit. Global recognition. Listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site 1979. For its universal natural value, recognized worldwide as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, seen as a symbol of the Earth's geological history and environmental diversity. Modern spiritual and personal meaning. Visitors often describe feelings of awe, humility, and connection when standing at the rim. The canyon has become a place for reflection, healing, and renewal, beyond just sightseeing. Its vastness encourages people to think about the scale of time and nature compared to human life. Tourism and visitor information. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is one of the most visited natural attractions in the world, drawing millions of visitors each year who come for its breathtaking views, outdoor adventures, and cultural heritage. Visitor numbers. Visitors. Around 5.9 to 6 million people visit the Grand Canyon National Park each year. It is consistently among the top 5 most visited U.S. national parks. Access and transportation. South Rim, open year-round, accessible by car, shuttle buses, and the historic Grand Canyon Railway from Williams, Arizona. Closest airports: Flagstaff, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. North Rim, open seasonally, mid-May to mid-October. Due to snow, less crowded, but fewer roads and facilities. West Rim, managed by the Wallapai tribe, not part of the national park. Popular for short trips from Las Vegas, access to the skywalk and tribal experiences. Lodging and accommodation inside the park. South Rim, historic lodges like El Tovar Hotel, Bright Angel Lodge, Phantom Ranch at the bottom of the canyon. North Rim, fewer options, including the Grand Canyon Lodge. Nearby towns: Tusayan, just outside. The South Rim, Williams, Flagstaff, and Page. Camping. Multiple campgrounds on both rims, plus backcountry permits for overnight canyon hikes. Activities for visitors: sightseeing and viewpoints. Mather Point, Yavapai Point, Desert View, Watchtower, Bright Angel Point, Cape Royal. Hiking and backpacking. Rim Tour River hikes, Bright Angel Trail, South Kaibab Trail. Rim Rim hike, crossing from north to south rim, approximately 21 to 24 miles. Rafting and boating. Multi-day whitewater rafting trips on the Colorado River. Mule rides. Historic mule trips into the canyon or along the rim. Helicopter and airplane tours. Aerial views of the canyon's vast landscape. Stargazing. The Grand Canyon is a certified dark sky park, offering incredible night sky visibility. Educational programs, ranger-led talks, museums, and geology exhibits. Best time to visit: spring, March, May, mild weather, wildflowers, fewer crowds. Fall, September, November, cooler temperatures, great for hiking. Summer, June, August, peak season, crowded, very hot at the canyon floor, up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, 46 degrees Celsius. Winter, December, February, South Rim open, fewer tourists, snow adds beauty. North Rim closed. Entrance fees: National Park Service, private vehicle, $35, valid 7 days. Motorcycle, $30, individual walk bike, $20, annual Grand Canyon Pass, $70, America the Beautiful Pass, $80, access to all U.S. national parks, visitor safety. Hiking in and out of the canyon is extremely challenging due to steep elevation changes, heat, and lack of water. Signs warn: down is optional, up is mandatory. Visitors are advised to carry sufficient water, food, and sun protection. Challenges and preservation. Grand Canyon. While the Grand Canyon is a protected World Heritage Site, it faces ongoing environmental, cultural, and management challenges. Preserving its beauty and significance is a constant effort involving government, tribes, and conservation groups. Climate change: rising temperatures are affecting snowmelt, river flow, and ecosystems. Increased risk of wildfires in forested areas. On the rims, changing weather patterns threaten fragile plant and animal life. Water and river management. The Colorado River is under immense pressure from dams, reservoirs like Lake Powell and Lake Mead, and heavy human use. Reduced water flow impacts fish habitats, riparian ecosystems, and rafting opportunities. Invasive species and pollution also threaten river health. Mining and resource extraction. Historically, the canyon region was mined for copper, uranium, and other minerals. Uranium mining near the canyon continues to be a concern due to risks of radiation leaks, groundwater contamination, and long-term ecological damage. Conservationists and tribes strongly oppose mining activities near the park. Tourism pressure. With nearly 6 million annual visitors, the park faces overcrowded trails and viewpoints, waste management and pollution, damage to fragile ecosystems from off-trail. Hiking. Balancing tourism with preservation is a constant challenge. Indigenous rights and preservation. Native tribes, such as the Havasupai, Hopi, Navajo, and Wallapai, continue to advocate for protection of sacred sites. Tribal voices are increasingly included in park management and cultural preservation efforts. Projects are underway to preserve oral traditions, historic dwellings, and sacred landscapes. Conservation efforts. The National Park Service, NPS, manages the park with strict protections. UNESCO World Heritage status, 1979, ensures international recognition. Programs include reintroduction of endangered species like the California condor, habitat, restoration projects, dark sky initiatives to reduce light pollution. Non-profits and environmental groups like the Grand Canyon Trust play a big role in preservation. Summary table. Grand Canyon feature details. Location: Northern Arizona, USA. Coordinates: approximately 3,606 N 112.6 W. Length: 446 kilometers, 277 miles, width 6 to 29 kilometers for 218 miles. Depth: up to 1,800 meters, 6,000 feet. Oldest rocks: Vishnu schist, 1.7 to 2 billion years old. Youngest rocks: Kaibab. Limestone 230 million years old. Formation: Colorado River erosion plus tectonic uplift. 5 to 6 million years. Native tribes: Havasupai, Hopi, Hualapai, Navajo, Paiute. Zona. First European: Garcia Lopez, the Cardenas, 1540. Major explorer: John Wesley Powell, 1869 expedition. National Monument, 1908, by President Theodore Roosevelt. National Park, 1919, UNESCO. Site: 1979. Annual visitors: approximately 5.9 to 6 million. Main attractions: South Rim, North Rim, West Rim, Skywalk, Bright Angel Trail. Colorado River wildlife: 1,500 plus plant species, 355 bird species, 89 mammals, 47 reptiles, 17 fish. Conservation issues: climate change, river management, mining. Tourism pressure. The Grand Canyon is not only one of the greatest natural wonders of the world, it is also a living record of Earth's history, a spiritual homeland for native peoples, and a symbol of American wilderness. Its staggering scale, with cliffs stretching as far as the eye can see, reveals billions of years of geological history carved by the patient work of the Colorado River. It is a place where desert, forest, and river ecosystems coexist, where condors soar above ancient rocks, and where generations of people, indigenous tribes, explorers, artists, and travelers have found meaning and inspiration. Today, the Grand Canyon is protected as a national park and UNESCO World Heritage Site, yet it remains fragile in the face of climate change, mining pressures, and the demands of millions of visitors. Preserving it requires respect for both its natural beauty and its cultural significance, ensuring that this masterpiece of nature endures for future generations. Standing at its rim, one cannot help but feel both humility and awe, reminder of nature's power, the passage of deep time, and humanity's responsibility to safeguard treasures that can never be replaced.